Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ahmad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like some poo. You look like a terrorist. And you blow up like one.
This is episode 19?
No, it's 27 and a half.
Oh, okay. What's the half for? Like, we didn't finish one, and we're like, oh, let's come back for the next one.
Because my dick is the size of 27 feet and half an inch.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah,
you could go suck my 27-inch foot dick.
Inch
I
foot.
don't know. Guy,
I mean,
alright, welcome to Mijigadog.
That's not even...
Shut up, Captain Fillmore. I'm trying to do the podcast thing. Welcome back to Mijigadog. This is episode 19, and we have a special guest, Captain He Fails Too Much.
He's an actual captain. He's from the U.S. Marine Corps. Nah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I hate him already.
This is a very hateful podcast, Fillmore. You should have known that coming in.
We hate
Since
everything.
you guys are making up shit,
Especially
I
black
might as well
people.
dive into.
We talk about racism. We hate Obama.
Well, you talk about video games, so you have to be pissed off all the time. I mean, that's pretty much a rule.
That's every topic in this thing. Is just we're angry at something video games did. Or technology in
Many
general.
things that video games didn't do, but you're just angry anyway.
Because being angry is fun. Don't you guys know that?
Alright, I'm that's
I'm Johnny.
And
I'm Failmore.
there we go.
That's not a real name.
Oh, yes, it is.
Tell me your real name.
Mike
No.
Lazowski.
I knew it. I knew it. The
Sandler.
monster would existed.
I'm totally Adam
Fairies!
Sandler, dude.
Alright. So how's everybody been?
I've been great. I'm gonna be working till 10 tomorrow. Should be fun. And I'll wake up at 10 a.m. or actually 9 a.m. to go to work. That's some shitty job, but oh well.
I've been, nocturnal lately, I guess. I was telling Ahmad earlier about my adventures this morning, waking up at 4 a.m. after going to bed at 11.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
I don't
got
understand
up
the
and
logic behind that, but alright.
Yeah, I don't really have a sleep pattern. It just kind of happens whenever.
Yeah, he's got sleep issues. I have Ground Zeroes on in my Xbox right now, and I'm like staring at it. I'm like, let's finish this goddamn podcast. I'm gonna go play Ground Zeroes.
Why don't we
Ground
just
Zero, what's
all
that?
bail out right now and play a bunch of elevator music?
It's the shortest podcast ever.
Yeah, it's about what?
The other
4
like
minutes?
40 minutes is just a Ground Zeroes advertisement.
Here's the thing though, I have no idea what Ground Zero even is.
The new Metal Gear.
Oh, okay, so I don't care anymore.
That game series I tell you about that's really good, but you won't play it for no reason.
Well, only because I'm not willing to spend money on a new console.
You can get the first 3 for $15. You have no excuse anymore.
Yeah, except for one little thing. I'm a lazy fuck.
That's true.
I actually did find where I could download the DOS version of the original Metal Gear.
Oh, Jesus.
Why?
That's going to be a thing.
Oh, yeah, tell them about your adventures in DOS before we hop into things.
Yeah, a few days ago I played not one, but 2 Mega Man DOS games. Fortunately, there were only 2 ever made.
Yeah, Mega Man 1 and
Man
3.
and Mega Man 3. There is no Mega Man 2.
Thank God.
I don't know why. It's probably a good thing because they're both terrible.
Yeah, because, we talked about this at the end of the last podcast.
Oh, yeah, it actually did bring it up.
And it looked like something out of like MS Paint DeviantArt bullshit.
It's something. It's an experience. I actually owned the first one, Mega Man for DOS, when I was, God, how old was I? Well, the game came out in 1990. I think that my dad picked it up in 92 or something like that, so I would have been like, what, 5? Yeah, there's a reason I couldn't get past the stupid dog for like 2 years.
That's not fair, though. That dog has it out for you when you first start that game. For
totally.
context, when you start, every Mega Man, like, well, not every Mega Man, but they usually have, like, an intro stage type deal. So, I guess...
That actually became more of a thing with
X,
Mega Man X. Yeah.
But yeah, I
7.
guess maybe they saw that, like, let's try that. And then, like, the intro stage for the first Mega Man on DOS is just a dog attacks you, and you can kill it, but it takes 4 billion hits, and it always hits you.
It also comes back if you destroy it. It's like a robot guard dog, right? And it jumps around and spazzes out all over the screen.
Didn't one guy program this game?
Yeah, one guy.
Yeah, one guy.
Both of them, actually. One guy.
There might have been a couple other people involved in the second one, but they were probably just like moral support. they were cheering him on.
To count the Capcom money bucks while saying so.
Yeah, they're stacking the paper.
Stacking the Capcom
all $20. They're gonna get so much.
Well, it was the 90s. $20 was worth a lot more back then.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started with the podcast, folks.
Yep.
We have actually a decent amount to talk about.
Yeah.
We have first about patent trolls and their bullshit, and we're also going to talk about Star Wars and about how the media
nothing matters anymore.
Yeah, nothing matters. The whole expanded universe is no longer canon, and then we're going to talk about Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is one of my favorite games on the PC, and how Atari is saying is that the new PC version is going to be completely different than the mobile version, which I call bullshit on that. But we're going to get into that later. Then we're going to talk about, Adam Sandler and about his new movie, Pixels, which is based off a short film. And then we're going to talk about microtransactions and garden warfare and whatever. And then we're going to talk about, well, actually not talking about anything. We're just going to show you a bunch of pictures regarding the whole ET cartridge bullshit thing, even though that I'm not going to do a video. So just pretend the pictures are there.
Just imagine them.
Yeah, I'm not willing to sit, for 3 hours trying to, wait to render some stupid video.
Alright, Fillmore, you got the first story going there.
So fuck that noise. So
yeah. Which is our first story?
The Ars Technica Link.
Oh yeah, this one. The Intellectual Ventures.
There you go.
Yeah, they. Long story short, tried to take somebody to court over patent. They had no part in inventing or creating or anything. They just happened to own it. And, well,
the news.
Yeah, I got thrown out.
Patent trolls. Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to be said about it. They're a company that buys up patents from various industries, and then they use those in order to litigate against people that are infringing on them in order to make their money. That's what a patent troll is. So kind of a scummy way of going about doing things.
So when I read this, I didn't know that was actually like an occupation.
It is, dude.
Like you go, like what do you do? Like oh, I'm a patent troll. It's just my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm a patent lawyer, and being an ordinary patent lawyer is not good enough for me. I need to be a dick.
Man.
That's what you wake up and say to yourself one day, and that's how Intellectual Ventures got its start, I'm pretty sure. This guy just woke up one morning, and he was like, man, I'm so far on the wrong side of the bed, I'm not even in the bed anymore.
I'm on the floor. I'm in the cot, like, next to the closet that your friend sleeps on.
No, actually, they are under the bed.
He just clipped through the windowsill and is asleep. He's floating outside.
He's that guy who hangs around under your kid's bed and just waits for them to think of an idea and then he takes it.
So he's like a boogeyman, but in a 3-piece suit.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? He's like the fucking thing from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
He's gonna pop in. It's like, oh, I'm gonna sue you. He breaks into song.
Like the kid's in bed, he just comes out and gives him a subpoena.
I can see that happening.
God.
Oh,
we usually don't talk about like straight business stuff here, but he showed me this and I was kind of interested. And I was like, like I said, I've just never heard. I didn't think this was a real thing. Like, I know you can make money at anything nowadays, even if it's just evil, scummy crap.
Ahmad, this has been a thing for a while now, dude.
Yeah, I'm learning that apparently.
I mean, it's not really my area of...
This is one of the first few times in ever that I've actually known something before you have. That makes me feel special.
Yeah, I'm usually like, Johnny, why don't you know about that thing? And then now you can finally say that.
Now it's the other way around. Ahmad, why don't you know about this thing?
I don't know, Johnny. I didn't know.
Yeah, because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah! Woo!
Well, I mean, anyway,
everybody
gets this isn't really my area of expertise, but I mean, this kind of thing has been going on for a long while. But I'm more familiar with the patent wrangling between bigger companies that aren't just exclusive patent trolls. I mean, Apple and Samsung, for example, they've been in a patent war with each other. Google, too, actually.
Really?
They've just been going back and forth. Well, yeah, I mean, gosh, if I had more memory than like a sponge, I'd be able to tell you when this happened. Mm-hmm. Those back and forth export bans on Samsung and Apple phones and shit. You remember that?
Yeah, I actually do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was over basically some really frivolous patent litigation and shit, and it's... Yeah. It's not great.
It's not great.
People are dumb. Let's sue them.
Yeah, it's...
Sue everyone. And when everyone is sued, no one is sued.
It's totally some fair and free competition. I'm totally down with that.
Yeah, it's some kind of The Incredibles bullshit thing.
It's amazing how nowadays lawyers are getting more work than ever. Because we were talking about, like, King.com.
We're in the wrong line of work.
Pretty much. We should all just be lawyers. No,
except that would suck.
Like, every podcast we talk about King.com and their legal troubles, and I was thinking about, like, man, I love, like, the lawyers just love that company, King.com, because they just go in there. It's like, oh, you're getting sued by another guy? Well, I guess more work for me.
Yeah. Which, gives them more money because, hey, if you're in that position, you would be like, hey, I understand you want to, protect your, property and shit, but, I got bills to pay, so give me more money.
Sue that guy.
You would be in that position.
He's small.
You really would be.
Yeah, but, like, in this world where copyright law is retarded, lawyers are just probably loving that.
They
make it sound like there's like a
day.
copyright lawyer standing on a street corner, like flipping a coin, like a stereotypical 1940s or 50s gangster. It's like, hey man, I heard you got a lawsuit.
Hey, Banner Saga giving you trouble? We'll take care of him.
I could see that happening. Oh boy.
That's a nice trademark you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
But they're like the remember, it's like the guys from On the Waterfront, like they're just kind of like holding their video games close to them, and the lawyers are like across the dock looking at him, like, yeah, we'll wait for you to slip up.
Oh my god,
we're gonna get you. They got the bat sound and everything. No, they don't have bats. They just have briefcases, and they're kind of just holding them menacingly.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna sue ya.
Alright, but yeah, patent trolls are jerks.
Who is Terry Malloy in this situation? Is there even a Terry Malloy in this situation?
Everyone
Who is Marlon Brando playing as?
When it comes down to it.
Oh, speaking of patents,
so we have entirely too many Marlon Brandos in play right now.
Speaking of patents, I found another issue.
Oh, what's that?
It's about id Software and how...
Oh, yeah, no. I saw that right then, too, but we'll talk about that probably next podcast, because it's something I want to bring up later.
Dude,
yeah,
what?
So that's for next podcast.
Every podcast we talk about the Oculus Rift, and I want to save that for next podcast, because we've done that too much lately.
Yeah, so anyway, let's go on to Star Wars.
Star Wars,
and the expanded universe. Now, as you guys may or may not know, Star Wars has something called the expanded universe, and it includes a bunch of video games and comic books and books,
novels. Yeah,
novels.
Expand dong.
Yeah, it's a pretty big universe that they've added. With different authors and creators. But recently, Disney has said that the expanded universe is no longer canon.
Right.
Which, some people are angry, but honestly, I'm not all that upset.
I'm okay with it,
I'm kind of glad. I know people are going to be upset by that fact, but keep in mind, I don't think the expanded universe was ever really...
let's be specific. They're not canceling everything. The Clone Wars cartoon that Cartoon Network had, and the one Disney is now making, Rebels, I think it's what it's called, that's still considered canon.
Well, that's not... Well, to me, I don't really consider that to be expanded universe. I consider that to be,
Well, it's still expanded universe. It's expanding upon what happened in the films.
Well, then what about... like those novels that were written. I mean, clearly Disney did not have a huge hand.
Signed off by Lucas, I believe.
Huh?
Because every one of those novels were signed off by Lucas. They had to.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Is that they were signed off, but when it comes to these Clone Wars TV shows, that was created by George Lucas himself. So,
but it's still an expanded. When I make something and then I decide to add more to it, but it's not part of the main story, but it's adding more to the universe. That's an expanded universe.
I guess, but it still has some of the... Okay, it still has the main characters. I'm not really sure what was going on with the whole... It still affects the main storyline in a sense, because...
I mean, of course, but it's still adding more.
I guess, but that's not really what... I mean...
Well, that's just arguing over... this is arguing over semantics at this point.
Oh, sure, why not? Because this is a freaking podcast.
Oh, true.
But yeah, anyway, if that were... Okay... By your logic, every single sequel is expanded universe.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, though, because those are main lines. The mainline films are obviously just the mainline films. Like, they said that those are count. I wish the prequels were not counted, but whatever.
No one wants the prequels.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that they weren't canon either.
At least the Force Unleashed isn't canon.
I'm not sure what the logistics are of the whole, signing off on that bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that pretty much says to me, it's like, okay, you can use this license or whatever, and that can be a thing. But as for canonicity and all that, it's not even the word I'm looking for. Probably not. I don't think that really counts for much.
I guess I know not every single thing in the expanded universe is canon, but I know there are plenty of things where they said the KOTOR games were considered canon, and all those X-Fighter tie-in novels were considered. I mean, TIE Fighters, TIE Fighter tie-ins.
X-Fighters and TIE Wings.
Shut up,
idiot.
Sorry, I don't know anything about Star Wars nerds. Anyway,
More stars.
Oh, so Mr. Art Degree is calling us nerds.
I'm not a nerd. I'm a hipster.
Skywalker.
Have fun working at Starbucks.
I will when they make it Star Wars bucks. No, but yeah.
Alright, I'm out. Bye.
Do you really want George Lucas directing your coffee?
George Lucas comes in with a big pot and here's the first pot. Puts it on the table.
Oh my god.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, if you ever seen those great Plinkett reviews of the stupid prequels, there's always that scene I quote, and I think it was in one of those extras in the DVDs where they're explaining behind the scenes, and there's a part where George Lucas comes in with the stupid first draft of the first movie. He's like, here's the first draft. He puts on the table like an idiot, and I'm like, I hate that guy.
And everybody starts applauding because they feel obligated to.
Yeah, they're all uncomfortable.
There's kind of an atmosphere of terror in the air.
It's great.
It's
somebody over in the corner might be, getting ready to break down and cry.
they know what's coming.
If we don't clap, he'll kill us like Stalin.
He'll just lightsaber them.
No. Here's what's gonna happen. No. I might be wrong. Here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be where if you stop clapping, a bunch of stormtroopers come in and take you away silently, and everyone just ignores you, and you're just missing.
They all swim around him and he's gone.
New Hope, where he's like, I find your lack of faith disturbing, and he just force chokes you.
Yeah, and everyone keeps clapping and fake smiling, half smiling,
They're all sweating.
Yeah.
He leaves the room and somebody passes out.
But yeah. So they're not completely discounting the entire expanded universe. They're putting them under the I think the Legends label. So I think that's actually cool of them for the most part. They're not just
they retain the license, the ability to publish and stuff like that. But they're basically saying we want our writers to be free from what amounts to a bunch of fan fiction, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not saying that's all bad, but I mean, that's really what it amounts to.
Yeah.
So,
no, you're right.
Instead of having to go through, reams of information and volumes of novels and video games and shit, they're just kind of able to do all they can with the baseline stuff, and they don't have to worry about any of that, whether or not it conflicts with this title or that title. And I think it's pretty cool.
You gotta first start. Jar Jar.
Yeah, and okay, here's the funniest thing. And actually, I am quoting someone on this,
right.
But okay, so the expanded universe is no longer considered canon,
right?
But Jar Jar Binks is still canon.
Oh yeah.
Have fun, guys.
The worst part is the cool version of General Grievous from the Gendi Clone Wars shorts is no longer canon. So now we just have the lame Grievous from the movies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he might as well have not been canon anyway, because one of the movies was so fucking terrible.
But yeah, like I said...
it's like Grievous's twin.
At least Force Unleashed isn't canon.
Yeah.
Mace Windu fucking crushed his ribcage or whatever. That was just like his stunt double. Or maybe the stunt double's the one that takes over, and he's like, yeah, I gotta totally know what I'm doing.
The only reason why General Grievous even had, like lung problems to begin with was because George Lucas was having like some kind of coughing fit or whatever. And they were just like, throw it in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only reason why he was coughing. And that's why they put it, that's why they had to explain it.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I'm gonna need to see like a citation on that, because if that's true, that is really funny and really shit.
I'm not shitting on you, dude. Hold on. General
I would certainly hope not.
This cough George
While
Lucas.
he looks that up, one cool thing I'm liking they're doing for the new Star Wars that J.J. Abrams is doing, he said that they're getting nothing but unknown actors. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, except for the
all right, I found a
they brought
citation. It's not a totally reliable one, but you could hold on. But here it is.
Yeah, let's take a look at
I heard they're bringing the original cast too as like a callback.
Which I'm cool with.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's fine.
Fucking whatever.
From Wikipedia. Desperate to help his people, Grievous took a job as an enforcer of the Intergalactic Banking Clan?
This is from Wikipedia. There's actually a link here down at the bottom, so let's take a look at that.
Dude, Wikipedia is like a giant book. Like several novels worth. Like, okay, you know how like some encyclopedias come in like giant sets?
Yeah.
Wikipedia is 3 times that much.
Jesus.
It's like I went to the Obi-Wan's page, like to Obi-Wan's page on it, and it was just like the scroll bar was like
teeny,
like a tiny pixel.
Jesus. That's the thing with these dedicated like fan wikis; they're always the most like put together type stuff.
Or in the case of like Memory Alpha, the Star Trek one's just filled with pointless shit and like details that nobody ever cared about.
Well, there's always those rabid fans who do care about those things. And if you get them wrong, you're ruining the Star Trek franchise.
Okay, I found the paragraph in question. According to this page here, which hey, there are actually additional citations on here, so this might be true. Oh yes, DVD comment. This is from DVD commentary.
Jesus Christ.
Oh hey. Okay, the reason for Grievous's cough is actually more complicated than the initial reason planned during production of the film. During the production of Revenge of the Sith, George Lucas came into work one day with a cough. Nice job, asshole. You're going to give it to everybody. And decided that it would be amusing to record it and use it on the new Episode 3 villain. You fucking idiot. In universe, the initial reason for the cough was that cybernetic technology wasn't advanced enough at the time. I don't know how. They have fucking spaceships and everything. Another reason was given in Clone Wars Volume 2, where Mace Windu crushed Grievous' chest with the Force and Grievous coughs after the attack. The reason for the cough is a source of great confusion for fans. No wonder, as either the cough or Grievous' damaged chest were presented in several different expanded universe sources.
First draft!
And there you see the problem is that stuff conflicts with each other. So
it's just like everything in the prequels.
Yeah.
Alright, so new Star Wars, cautiously optimistic. Sorry for anybody who was a fan of the expanded universe, but whatever.
It sucks!
It's bad,
Yeah.
You're bad. Alright, let's
Everything's
move
bad.
on.
Yeah, but let's get right into Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster
the greatest
Tycoon!
game for the PC.
Peeps.
See,
yeah, so we
I
talked
used to
about
play
this like
this
2
game-
podcasts ago.
Huh?
No, I was saying we just talked about this like 2 podcasts ago.
Well, yeah, but this is something different.
Yeah, no, well, I was just, for just a record, the mobile
There's
version...
never enough Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, exactly. Ahmad, you idiot.
I
See,
almost
Roller
said
Coaster
Roller
Tycoon is the game I grew up with. That was the shit.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
why I
wanted-
figured you'd want to know about that. You want to know about what happened last time. But yeah, for context, the mobile version of the new Roller Coaster Tycoon for Atari made unplayable garbage. So that's just set up for the article. So you explain.
Yeah, so Atari recently, released a statement that says, they're making a different Roller Coaster Tycoon game, but this time it's gonna be for the PC. And they said this PC version is not gonna be the same as the mobile version. They said that it's going to be, and I quote,
so it'll work.
A PC experience. Not a PC video game. No. A PC experience.
Well, that's when I read that and I was like, what do they mean? Like, when they say experience, they mean like...
A Facebook game, dude. It's going to be a fucking Facebook game. Or some equivalent bullshit. We already know it.
I was hoping that when they say experience, they meant like, it's just like the other Roller Coaster Tycoons. I'm like, okay, that'd be cool.
No,
but,
dude. This is Atari we're talking about. They're retarded.
But didn't they make the other ones?
Yeah.
And those were fine.
Except that, Chris Sawyer was involved. Now he's not.
Did either of you take a look at the Digital Spy article that was linked to that?
I didn't get a chance.
I'm going to assume that you did.
I actually didn't get a chance to.
Do you want to post that?
No, I got it right here.
Okay.
Fail more, you idiot! Why did you make me look at this link? I see the screenshot from the new game.
Yeah, I was just gonna provide a little bit more.
Oh god, I'm gonna vomit. I'm serious. I'm getting queasy. God, these graphics
He's
are
gonna
terrible.
have problems.
He's having brain problems. But yeah, what did you want to add?
This whole thing is so it doesn't make any sense. I mean,
it sounds to me like is that the
just look
mobile
at
one
the
is probably going to be
It's so off. You have these giant Roller Coaster Tycoon tracks, and then you have this small Ferris wheel. I mean,
Oh, holy shit, you're right.
Or this merry-go-round. I mean, there's no perspective. It's just random. It's like they've got a bunch of clip art from like fucking, Microsoft Word and put it together.
Are you saying they didn't know what they were doing?
Apparently.
No, really?
Alright, yeah, but Phil was trying to say something.
Yeah, it sounds like the mobile version is going to be freemium, and that's probably what they're talking about. Mobile version, nickel and dime. The PC version might not. I would certainly hope not.
Which
yeah. It says right here, the game will come preloaded with over $5 of in-game currency. With the value of in-game currency, you're getting more than what you paid for.
Which isn't much anyway.
I think that if you were having nausea before, you might want to excuse yourself. Yeah, it just. Oh my god.
It's not good at all.
It's gonna be funny if it winds up like Dungeon Keeper.
Okay, Jamie Blood, you're an asshole.
Is that the new guy in charge?
No. Go down to the comments of the Digital Spy. I'm so looking forward to this game. And Sims 4.
I love
Sims
microtransactions.
4, smiley face.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh my god.
I hate him. Or whatever the fuck this person is.
Watch this starts like a massive feud or something, or some kind of comments war.
For the 5 people who watch these.
Yeah, the 1 in a million chance that Jamie Blood is going to listen to this, and he's going to be like, "Oh, holy shit,
I was a big Mijigadog fan up until this point."
That's fine. Jamie Blood, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with that
too.
God, screw that guy. I'm not even a huge Roller Coaster Tycoon fan, and I think this is gross.
Idiot! Everyone has to like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I like it. I'm just not as big a fan as you are. That's hard to be. You love it.
Duh, it's like one of the greatest games. It is
cool.
the best PC game of all time. Everyone's all like, oh, but what about Half-Life? Yeah, because it's half a life. What's that cute? It's a full
Johnny,
fucking game.
The first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
You know what? You guys are your stupid Mega Man DOS bullshit. You'll suck a giant...
But Mega Man DOS is the greatest PC game ever made.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. It's totally, better than Zork or something. I don't know.
Yonoid.
Oh yeah, it's so much better. I mean, this is better than Halo. It's better than Halo and Call of Duty put together. Yeah, I was making that joke back in 2001.
Yeah. Except now you played Halo and it's fun.
Roller Coaster Tycoon PC could be cool, but probably won't.
It won't be fun. I have no faith in Atari.
It can't be worse at the very least.
Maybe, but knowing Atari, knowing the modern game design, I have no faith in it.
If it turns out like the new SimCity.
Oh yeah. I don't think you can do worse than that. That was like a disaster. It's still going, I believe.
The train wreck that never ends.
And it's literally a train wreck. Like, you want to look away, but you can't.
And then he did.
This is the ride that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends.
I want to get off EA's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
The ride never ends!
The thing about, it's always disheartening with, things like Dungeon Keeper and Roller Coaster Tycoon to see, these beloved franchises be brought back and turned into this.
Yeah.
It's like commercial necromancy.
Big, long sigh.
Speaking of microtransactions and garbage, let's talk about Kotaku.
Alright.
Before we hop into Kotaku, I want to plug something really quick. So when I linked you that thing that said do not link and redirect you to Kotaku, that's a nifty thing called, do not link. Do not link lets you, when you want to link to something, that's stupid, look at this dumb thing I found, but you don't want to give them hits, use do not link, and it'll take away, that way you can visit it and it won't move up their Google search standing. Also have ad block installed when you go to Kotaku, so that way you don't make any ad money. Because Kotaku's garbage and doesn't deserve any money.
I always have ad block turned on.
I do, except for certain exceptions when I actually want when there's a website I like and they want them to have money.
Well, sucks to be
them. Leave it on all the time.
Johnny is an asshole. Yes, he is.
Johnny's ruining capitalism. Confirmed socialist.
No, I'm a communist.
Better call Hannity twice.
Might not answer the first time. One of these days.
Well, considering this is already like the Bill O'Reilly of video games, I mean...
That's not fair to Bill O'Reilly.
It's Peter Parker.
Alright, but yeah, in a Kotaku post, I'm gonna read this, the title of it and just get ready. Microtransactions coming to Garden Warfare. Garden Warfare being the new Plants and Zombies game for, Expo, I think. Microtransactions coming to Garden Warfare this week. Thank goodness. By Mike Fahey.
Gay, more like. I'm sorry.
Now you know where to direct your hate mail to? No, okay, don't send him hate mail. But yeah.
No, see, that's okay because then it's much better than, death threats.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, for context, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare was a neat game that, I think, EA made it. It's based on, obviously, the cell phone game. It's like a tower defense type. It's like a Team Fortress mixed with tower defense. It's kind of neat. It's a neat game. So then recently, it's already a $40 game, so EA was like, we haven't been evil enough lately, so they decided to throw in microtransactions to what is already a game that's not free to play, so so it's microtransaction up top of the main price. So that's bad on its own. But then you have this idiot, Mike Fahey from Kotaku, gaming journalism, comes in and says, I'm glad they added microtransactions because it lets me get stuff quicker. I don't have to waste my time in this video game.
It's I totally paid $40 to play this game, and I really want to play. I really want to pay more money, so I don't have to play it as much. That makes perfect fucking sense, Mike Fahey. You're a goddamn genius.
All right, guys.
All right.
I've now reached I'm now reaching a decision. All right.
Okay.
I'm no longer going to be in the gaming industry. I quit. I'm out. My career's over before it even began. I'm out. I can't deal with this level of stupidity. Bye.
Well, it's okay. You'll never have to deal with gaming journalists. And every time I say gaming journalists, I laugh in my head because I'm like, they're not a real thing.
They don't exist. They're just in our heads.
No, they're just like unicorns. A joke. And pansies and
real.
Yeah. We're like bronies. They're a joke.
All right, so yeah, this article. When I first saw this, I couldn't believe it because I was just like that. Because I know every week Kotaku does a stupid thing, so it's like, how stupid can we get?
And then that's being generous.
Huh?
I said every week. That's being generous.
Well, every. Yeah, you're right. I'll say this then: they do a stupid thing every day, but then they do a really stupid thing every week.
There we go.
Yeah,
that's still a little bit too generous, Ahmad.
Like the worst, like I don't know where, like the worst. It's one of those situations where I don't know who to get mad at anymore because it's like, how can I like it's? I want to get mad at EA for ruining this game that was fine, and they were like, let's add microtransactions. Why? For this $40 game.
Well, to be perfectly fair, I'm not sure it's actually going to ruin it unless they tweak it later to make it so you know, the difficulty is. I won't even say difficulty. The amount of grind is ramped up to the point where you will want to use the microtransaction feature. I mean, right now it really seems like sort of a lazy players type of thing, which, okay, it's still kind of sleazy, but that's not as bad as, say, Dungeon Keeper.
Of course, nothing's gonna be bad.
There was clearly an insurmountable... Which was also
made by EA, by the way.
Yeah, a massive insurmountable amount of grind to where you're gonna be like, oh man, I have to pay money to advance.
Yeah, there's literally no way.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean,
change the game. It's like, oh yeah, totally bait and switch, but
like with this, if this was like we're paying money for cosmetics or something, all right, fine, whatever. But like, just I don't know. You're probably right, and it could just be nothing, and it's just for like idiots like Mike Fahey to just like be lazy. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever, as long as the game still works. And I don't have to pay money. I just don't understand
why you would pay money to not play the game you already paid for to own and use.
Like, I'm gonna pay, like, I paid $40 for this. I don't want to play this level. I'll pay another $5. Like, are you serious? I understand if you're busy or something like that and you got stuff to do, but, like, you don't play this game then. It's obvious you're too busy for games. Why are you a game journalist?
It's like the Nigerian scam email of video games. I mean, you know why they put those messages in there, right? It's like, oh yeah, I'm totally like the Prince of Nigeria or whatever.
Yeah.
They're basically making sure that you're dumb enough to fall for it, so you'll do exactly what they say.
Because once you believe it...
I put that in the same category. They are fishing for people that have more money than brains.
Pretty much. Like, because they wanted to add the microtransactions later, because they were like, okay, let's get those good reviews first, because it's like, that's just, like, you can just make a good game. Like, you made a good game. You can't just leave it right there. That's it. That's all you have to do. You made your game. You could just made your money that way.
This is EA. All right.
I know. It's just disgusting. Why? I could just do things the right way for once. And then
Ahmad, once again, this is EA.
And then you have
I have to repeat myself.
I swear to God, I hate this guy more than anything right now. Like, Mike, I'm so mad at him. Like, you're just gonna sit there and just let him just come all over your face like that. All right, fine, whatever, take it. Good. Enjoy your microtransactions. I hope you die because you wasted all your money on Candy Crush. God.
So the person who wasted all their money on Candy Crush cannot afford food. They still have a smartphone.
No, he's like that person who he's like that Korean lady who locked in who let her baby die because she was playing StarCraft. Except it's the opposite because he wants to play less of the game.
Which one?
God.
Okay, so now that we're all sufficiently depressed,
anger.
Let's get even more depressed with Adam Sandler.
And Morgan West.
Paid all unqualified baby makers.
Alright, so, do any of us here like Adam Sandler? I know I don't.
No.
I don't really have an opinion, to be completely
you're
honest.
An idiot.
Fillmore, stop not agreeing with that. No, kid, I'll show you Grown Ups 2 and Jack and Jill, and then you'll immediately be on our side.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that I will be. I mean, what I've seen of Adam Sandler was just kind of... I didn't really care.
Every time I see a trailer for an Adam Sandler movie, I like. This is why I hate watching previews of the movie, because I'm like, just gonna be Adam Sandler. There's gonna be some Adam Sandler thing in there. I'm waiting for it, and it shows me it's like, yeah, it's Adam Sandler, and they're all like the same. It's like Adam Sandler plays Adam Sandler in a movie about where Adam Sandler's lazy. Called Adam Sandler's lazy, huh?
Or that he's Adam a single Sandler father, or that he's, you know, he has some kind of issue of I don't fucking know. It's fucking
kids and
like he's a family man of some sort. Or that he's not.
He's also doing the Eddie Murphy thing now. Like, the stupid Jack and Jill movie where he plays, like, multiple characters. He plays, like, himself.
I just figured something out.
Huh?
Ahmad, I just figured something out.
What?
Here's how they actually make an Adam Sandler movie. Or, you know, like, how they determine what his next movie is going to be.
They punch babies and record the crying?
Well, that's one way, but actually, here's how they do it. They get like a list of things that, you know, they would want in an Adam Sandler movie and put it on like a dartboard, and they just throw darts until they have all what they want.
Probably.
So they just pull a premise out of a hat, and it's like, okay, Adam, you're doing this now, and he's like,
whatever.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, he has like a sandwich. He's not even like paying attention.
I mean, I don't hate Adam Sandler as a person or anything. Like, I'm pretty sure he's a fine guy, but just stop being in these movies. Stop.
That actually sounds like something he might do.
Yeah.
Which...
Alright, but we're not even talking about the reason why we brought up Adam Sandler. Alright, so
it's about his next movie called Pixels.
Yep.
Or at least, you know, the one's coming out in May 15, 2015.
It's based on a short that I actually saw years ago, and I thought it was neat, where, like, a bunch of, like, 80s video game characters attack a city, and, like, there's explosions and pixels. It looks neat. If you guys get a chance, look it up. It's called Pixels, right?
Yeah, it's about, like... It's like 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's just a neat little short film. Look it up on YouTube. Yeah, so I guess they saw.
Oh my God, Chris Columbus will be directing it.
Wait, who's that? I know that name. Who's that again?
Home Alone, Harry Potter.
Oh, well, he's not that bad.
Yeah, but it's Adam Sandler, so you know it's gonna fail anyway.
And they had the guy. They have Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones in there, and I'm surprised. I mean, he did agree to do Underdog once, but whatever.
What is he gonna do?
I don't know. Be Peter Dinklage, I guess. No, he's just gonna play
Peter Dinklage and Peter Dinklage.
He's gonna play his exact character from Game of Thrones. So then the movie will be good. Okay. No. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about this movie that hasn't come out yet, but like, it just seemed like the game's about it's about video games, and that smacks to me like they saw Wreck-It Ralph and they were like, that was popular and made money, let's try it. And there's also Wreck-It Ralph sequel coming out soon, so I don't know.
Wreck-It Gilmore.
Honestly, I think that to them they probably thinking this more like a kitty Adam Sandler's movie.
Well, of course.
With the whole like Lego thing.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, read the premise of the film.
All right. Where is it?
It's on the Polygon.
I don't know.
All right. So the film, which is based off of popular YouTube features, as they let loose New York team experts put on. All right. So it's just Futurama, that one episode of Futurama, but...
Oh, yeah. Actually, you're right. Yeah, so basically Frogger, Donkey Kong, and Pac-Man and some other people attack New York.
It's kind of like these game... Okay, it's kind of like these like 80-year-old executives are, still thinking video games are all like pixel-based.
Pretty much.
And like, have like, really teeny sounds like from the Genesis.
It's like...
So pretty much the stuff that I was playing.
Pretty much. I love the video... Like, I just love that it's like, we gotta get the video game crowd. And they're like, not Halo, not whatever people are playing now, not Donkey Kong, and Frogger, and Pac-Man. And I mean, I guess they're trying to stay true to the short film, which had stuff like that, but like, I don't know. That feels weird to me. The plot of the movie is they attack New York City, and so like Adam Sandler leads a team of Adam Sandlers in order to stop them.
It really does seem kind of, just from the premise, like it's going to be like that Futurama episode, or they're going to replace Fry with Adam. and then
so it'll be as uncharming as possible.
And then Peter Dinklage. Yeah, Dinklage gets to be like Zoidberg.
Yay. That's the plot. That's the plot. That's my review of that movie.
All right, so let's move on to Larry HRYB.
Larry. So yeah,
Herb.
Ribs.
Major
How do
Nelson.
I say your name?
I don't
know. It's confusing me.
All right, so yeah, everybody knows the rumor.
Hooked on Phonics didn't do shit.
Everybody knows the rumor of the whole. Okay, video game crash 1983. E.T. was one of the primary factors. A stupid, crappy Atari E.T. game, and it was so bad they dumped them all in a desert landfill somewhere in New Mexico. So I always thought that was real, but apparently some people thought that was a rumor. Because I guess, to be fair, Atari never gave like an official statement, and they were always pretty vague about it. So yeah, Microsoft, Xbox sponsored a dig to go find them, and some other companies. So yeah, they found them. They found a bunch of copies of Atari E.T. on the Atari, and actually for some reason a few copies of Centipede and some other games. Yeah, they were all buried out in a landfill area. So yeah, it's real. They found them.
Yep.
There are actually other pieces of, there's a picture right here, and of course you can't see it, but there's a guy holding up a broken off...
When we get to this part, we'll like post pictures of it in the YouTube video or something like that.
Well, yeah, there's actually a guy holding off a broken off piece of a joystick.
Yeah.
So it looks like they probably had a warehouse full of, Atari 2600 games and accessories and whatever, and they just buried it all. But yeah, there are, in fact, a large number of E.T. cartridges and boxes and everything down there. And
a lot of them are still okay, too.
Yeah, I have to wonder if they still run. And it actually would not surprise me if some of them did, because, this is in New Mexico. They don't get very much, rain or whatever there.
But still, considering the amount of, sand and dust, it probably won't work at all.
Yeah, but some of them are still in the shrink wrap.
Yeah, so it's like boxes.
Yeah. There is a chance that some of these may work.
Yeah, actually, what are they going to do with all these now? Are they going to sell them or something like that? Or should hold on to them? That'd be cool to buy one of them.
Honestly, I would buy one.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm dead serious. I wouldn't use it because I don't want to play a shitty game.
I'd love to own it.
But yeah, it'd be a cool little, thing to have.
Little conversation piece. It's like, yeah, this is a shitty video game dug up from a landfill.
Here's a video game that literally ruined video games.
One of them that did.
People will be saying that about they'll dump Call of Duty into a landfill in 10 years, and then we'll find them another 20 years later.
But how do you dump digital copies of something into a landfill?
Shut up.
Did they ever think of that?
You dump the whole
server. To put this on a hard drive and then put it in a landfill.
You pick up the whole server and just dump it in there. No, you bury the building. You just blow it up.
Just move the entire data
but here's a fun little thing.
What?
If you're an Xbox Live Gold member, you can get a free copy of Dust and a Shitty Tale.
Oh yeah, that stupid Neopets game. Yeah. I know it's not a Neopets game, it looks like a Neopets game.
It may as well be one. It does kind of look like Neopets.
I've never played it.
It's just it's 2D Devil May Cry where you have crazy combos, but it's less interesting.
Yeah, it's the same damn combos over and over again.
As fun.
Pretty much, yeah. It's DMC, the reboot, but 2D.
But is there that much cursing in it? Do we really?
No, have it's like E10 or something like that. It's for babies.
360 no scope abortion. Okay, just making sure.
420 Goku.
It has one language. It's the main character. After one character dies, he goes, "Damn it!" and gets all emo for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it's total bullshit.
It also has some of the worst. It has such bad character designs. It looks like Neopets, legit. I thought it was a Neopets game, they got hardcore of somewhere. I was like, when did they make this? And I was like, oh, it's not Neopets at all.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
It was made pretty much by one guy, which is kind of impressive, except not really, because it sucks.
Also, the reason we're only talking about is because when we were looking at the Atari the pictures of all the Atari dig,
yeah, there's an ad here, and I'm kind of wondering how we got over this. It's oh yeah, there's an ad on this page.
Yeah, because this guy works for Microsoft.
ET things.
But yeah, they found. So yeah, the rumor's true. Atari DC got buried.
The rumor is true. Dustin listening to Tell was a Neopets game.
Confirmed.
Myth
finally.
busted.
Did I link you that Nintendo article? I think I forgot to.
The what?
Yeah, I think you did actually.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Oops.
Well, we have 10 minutes left.
Jeez, get it together.
Sorry. Now we got time. It's something I think you'll have interest in. Because we talked about it before. Yeah, you specifically.
Me?
Yes. No.
Just clip the audio, John. Just clip the audio.
So, this is literally just Nintendo going, whatever. Here you go.
My United States or whatever.
This is my United States or whatever. That's Iwata right now.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah, you saw it already, right? So, yeah, Nintendo, sorry, we're kind of... This is news I meant to bring up earlier, but in the whole
news we're not prepared for.
You mean, like always?
Mijigadog asking the real questions.
Hey, Mod. Huh? Do you remember that one time where I actually, wrote out reasons why I didn't like something?
Yes.
It was that one time I did it. It was that that whole compression thing. Right. That was that one time. This is even worse than that.
Pretty much. All right, so quote from President Iwata of Nintendo. We need to redefine what Nintendo must do. So, as some of us know, Nintendo's not doing so hot lately. Well, as far as the Wii U goes, at least.
Yeah.
So, so a lot of people have been looking at Iwata, like, what's he gonna do? What's his next plan? So, he comes out and just, like, matter of fact, kind of had, like, this press conference, and everything's kind of just, like, I don't know, he's, like, in full businessman. He's, like, he's being Gunpei Yokoi, basically. So then he literally quotes it's like, he tells him something, I think, it was Gunpei Yokoi, right? Are you talking about? Yeah, sorry, Yamauchi, my bad. Yokoi's the guy who made the Game Boy. I'm thinking about somebody else.
Get to the point.
Yokoi's the guy that ate a bus.
Yeah, he died. Well, so did Yamauchi, but from other things.
They're both dead. They have that in common.
Yamauchi
I can see
was,
how you get confused.
Yamauchi was pretty much the guy who saved the video game industry. After we talked about the video game industry being killed by Atari. Anyway, yeah, so Yamauchi apparently said something to Iwata once, and it was basically just, Nintendo is always going to be an entertainment company. So, Iwata was saying he was thinking about that a lot lately, and what that actually meant. So, he wants to kind of branch out into, like, these new things that are basically, like, things that affect quality of life. Like, new products. And entertainment's always going to be Nintendo's focus, but he also wants to move into that, like, like the Wii Fit and, like, the balance board or something like that?
No.
Thanks, Johnny.
You're welcome.
Yeah, those type of things where it's like, because, those are like, it helps you exercise or whatever. And I think Nintendo also had like a heartbeat monitor recently or something like that.
Yeah, except it never got made.
yeah, they only had plans for it. They had like a prototype, but it never became like a thing.
Thank God.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Dude, it's gimmicky.
I mean, I guess all it really did was just detect your heartbeat, but like, that could be useful.
For what?
If you're like fat or I don't know.
It's a stupid ass hell idea.
I don't know. Maybe you just want to know what your heart rate is.
Yeah, go to the fucking doctor.
I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm like jogging. Like I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna get my car, drive all the way to the doctor. Really?
Oh, well, okay.
Nintendo
well, then,
starts making like
okay,
Mario branded biomedical devices.
That'd be cool.
Oh, here's an idea.
What?
Okay. Hold out your hand.
Okay.
Put 2 fucking fingers on your wrist.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me specifically what I did. Like, what if you want to know specifically what it is? Because some people do want to know.
Well, then go to a fucking store and get a better one.
Oh my god, I hate you. Anyway. But why wouldn't you want to have, like, Mario on the back?
I'm gonna look up heart rate monitor.
You wear on your wrist. Questions.
You wear on your wrist.
If we want Mario to give us a prostate exam, what do we do?
Like what? Like what is that? Like you put it in, and Mario's like, "Oh, you have a cancer." Your tumor looks benign. Charles Martinet comes out and tells you. Like, what? What do I do, Doctor? Yahoo!
Ow, my nose! Ow!
We're done.
What'd you do? Did you get Dr. Mario to help you?
I inhaled too fast, and I got...
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, I'll just puzzle these pills down your throat.
Dr. Mario brand biomedical devices, I would totally... Well, actually, I wouldn't buy that, but I would be amused that it exists.
Sir, you have cancer. Here, we'll plug you up to our Yoshi brand MRI machine.
Oh, boy.
It's like time to go in for your dialysis, and it's just like a Shy Guy or whatever.
Zelda chemos.
Oh my god.
This is terrible. Why are you talking?
This is terrible.
Yeah,
let's
so
keep
Nintendo's
going. Let's
trying to do
ruin
big
everything.
Things. And he's kind of vague about what they are, but I guess we'll just stay on the lookout for that.
Yeah, it really kind of sounds to me like he's saying, okay, well, our marketing fell down the dick with the Wii U, so we need to figure out what we need to do next.
We need to rebrand, basically.
Which, which is understandable, but, I think they're kind of stretching it a little bit, because they say right here, lately the words quality of life have come up, and entertainment is there to improve people's quality of life. And that's understandable, but there's a difference between literally improving, the quality of life by your health-wise, and then providing just simple entertainment, which is what video games are for.
Okay, but you could argue that's what Wii Fit does. Because it's still a game, but you're exercising. So they've done that already.
But even then, they're trying to, get into, like, hospitals and stuff.
Well, then let them. Like, so what?
Well, here's the thing. It's odd because here's what I'm worried about the most.
Okay.
I'm worried that they would begin to lose focus.
But they're not going to do... But they're a game... They know what they are, though. He said so. They're an entertainment company. But, like, there's plenty of companies that do things. Like, Sony does insurance. Like, they can branch out and they still can have a main focus. If they want
to... Wait.
With regard to the article, if I can say something.
Hold up. Sony does insurance.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
There are companies do that all the time. They branch out. Like, they want to try the other things.
Sony...
I don't think Sony Insurance is in America. It's like a Japanese thing. But yeah, they have insurance.
And Google's taking half a year alone. Okay, so yeah, it is. It's called Sony Life.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fucking weird.
What a film I want to say.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's kind of telling, here in the article, there actually is a quote about that, and I'm just gonna read that.
Yeah, sure.
Lately, the words QOL, quality of life, have come up, says Iwata. Entertainment is there to improve people's quality of life. After your basic needs, there's entertainment. However, when it comes to improving people's quality of life, I didn't know the difference between us and household appliance makers.
Well, what does that mean, then? Like, is he saying that, like, Nintendo is comparable to, like, a blender?
See, that's just it. It's kind of like he's trying to figure out how to make, I don't know.
Does he want to move Nintendo into, like, home-making appliances?
Categories of either devices or services or whatever that they were not involved in previously. They want to try and reinvent that.
Okay.
I guess. That's kind of what I'm gathering from this. It seems kind of silly.
The brand new Zelda blender. You turn on. Yeah.
It just makes the noise when you throw the little laser sword thing from Link to the Past. It does that a million times a second. It's just like...
Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. He's being really weirdly vague about it, so I'm not sure exactly what he's saying. Like, are they going to move into, like, this new... They're trying to move into home products? They're trying to move into medical technology? They're trying to do both?
Honestly, knowing Nintendo these days, no idea. I would bet both.
Probably. Because, I mean, they're very much about innovation. That's what I like about them. But, like...
Well, sometimes, but,
it doesn't always work
in kind of the weird ways, because they're still using, like, fucking MIDI for their games.
Well, at the same time, you could say that... Did you know that the Pokewalker, the little peripheral they have for the...
Well, yeah, okay. That is...
That's a better pedometer than, like, most other pedometers.
Which I'm impressed at. Yeah. Not gonna lie, but... I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of worried about, how Nintendo's been lately.
And that's understandable, but I'm saying, like, it's not wrong for them to branch out.
It isn't, but I'm just worried, like to what extent? Like how far,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess we'll just have to see.
So, anyway, I have one thing that I want to send you guys.
All right.
One last thing, and I want your reaction to it. Just immediate reaction. So here we go, folks.
Immediate reaction, gut reaction. Okay. What are we looking at here?
Pretty much.
Yep, that's pretty much Mijigadog.
Yep, that is. Those are cats. Yep.
And I found this, and best part is I found this on YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thanks, YouTube. You're making our lives much better.
Now they're branching the quality of life.
Where would we be without you?
By making us look at cats fucking and one of them being in total pain.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go play Mean Fuck Kingdom now. And just end it right there.
Don't you need to go play Ground Zeroes or something?
Oh yeah. Okay, but first I have to compress
Zero,
this.
more like Pound
Video
Zero.
games.
Video game zeros. Video game zeros. What is that? Whatever. I'll look forward to my my Birdo catheter next week. For my grandma.
Ahmad?
Yeah.
Ahmad.
Yeah.
Here, okay. I'm gonna give you a gun. All right.
All right.
I want you
put the gun in my hand?
put the barrel in your mouth.
I'm doing it. I'll bag this.
Yep. And then I want you to take your hand off the gun.
Okay.
And just hold it with your teeth.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, man.
No problem.
The world would be such a better place without all of those minorities. Yay!